Hello, this is Billy from Santi Samples, and today we're taking a look at the offensive guitar. And for all existing owners of this library, we'll be taking a look at what's new in this most recent update. Okay, so the offensive guitar is a very versatile software guitar for the full version of Kontakt, with a very special characteristic of being able to tap into that Tom Waits, Mark Ribot style of playing, incredibly aggressive and angular phrasing and dynamics. Think of the solo to clap hands and you've got it. However, this instrument also has a soft mode, where the strongest articulations are no longer in the dynamic range, making it a very pensive and beautiful sounding guitar. Let's take a quick look around the interface, and for all existing customers, this new 3D interface will without doubt be the biggest thing you'll notice in the most recent update. As always, we are constantly updating our output to make our instruments as user-friendly and as conducive to creative thinking as possible. So here we have taken inspiration from the real world and created a scene very familiar to guitarists the world over. An amp with the straightforward EQ settings with bass, mid, treble, presence and overall volume controls. We also see an information area that lists which key switch is currently engaged. Then we head to the pedal board, which is a collection of classic guitar effects perfect for molding most any guitar effect style. These work exactly as they do in the real world, with stompbox style foot switch buttons and dials controlling various parameters on the chosen effect. Let's dive into the different key switches on offer. Firstly, you'll notice a green key switch below the main collection of switches. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but for now, we'll start on the C key switch. This links to the soft longs mode. As you can hear, this is a soft dynamic only, which is great for creating delicate, pensive and beautiful picking, strumming or melodic lines. A great way to turn this instrument into a versatile all-rounder as a departure from the more angular and aggressive main section of the instrument. There is also a release trigger switch located just above the key switch label. This allows you to turn on and off the release triggering, an incredibly powerful tool to create extra realism in your phrasing. If you're using any notes for less than their entire sample duration, you're going to want to use release triggering. This is new in this update and it really adds a hit of realism to the instrument. Right, let's move on to the longs key switch. This allows for the higher velocities to come in too, giving the library's characteristic harsh playing style, mirroring among others that angular Waits Ribot style of phrasing. This also invokes an almost Bartok snap-like playing style, a very interesting and useful texture that is unique to our library. There are no others out there quite like the offensive guitar. Okay, on to the next key switch, short notes. Here we have the same playing style with a wide range of dynamics from soft and delicate all the way to our unique aggressive playing style. But now the notes end very abruptly, perfect for riffs and angular melodic playing. Okay, next up we have trems. This is an affected and multi-layered texture of slow tremolo picking that is panned and shaped to create well-rounded sonic textures perfect for either creating chord pads or interesting melodic phrasing. Now on to the last natural key switch, eboing. This is a guitar played with an ebow or electronic bow, a little magnetised gizmo that guitar players use to create never-ending metallic sounding notes, reminiscent of the sound of a bow on a string. So now for something of an Easter egg in this library, the Special Effects key switch. This is located on the B note and coloured green. This is a collection of curated sound designed textures and effects made entirely from a guitar. We have risers, stingers, pad textures, hits and strange post-nut plucking textures. This is a great place to go to find some inspiration and introduce a little chaos into your workflow. Okay, onto the effects. Located in the form of a string of guitar pedals or stomp boxes, a familiar scene indeed for any guitarist or musician that has ever been in a band. Up in the chain first is Distortion, a straightforward distortion with a distortion amount dial and an output level. A delay pedal with time and feedback. Chorus with speed and depth. Trem with the same speed and depth controls. A rotary pedal, recreating the effect of a Leslie cab, where the sound spirals around in the stereo field, so you may not notice this effect if you're listening on a laptop or speakers through a phone. And finally, a complementary reverb to the texture of the guitar with size and amount controls. Okay, that's been an in-depth look at the offensive guitar and all that is new for existing customers. Let's end how we always do, with a piece of music performed by the offensive guitar. Thanks for watching.